TJ. This is my design matrix. I had 5 different seats, all in Design North at the Tempe campus for ASU. I had a rolling chair, a stool, a sofa chair, and an outdoor lounge chair, and a wall seat. So for cost, all of them had a, either average or above average, with the exception of the wall seat. I figured each piece had their own individual materials, all in small pieces, bigger pieces, screws. So I said that most of them had an average cost. The wall seat had the exception because it was just one material. I didn't really see much of a cost going into it. Comfort, I listed the rolling chair and the sofa chairs as the highest because of the armrests, the cushions, the back support. The stool also had back support. It was just, it's just a traditional stool. There's nothing much more comfortable about it, but it did have the back support, so I gave it points for that. The lounge chair is meant to be laid on for periods of time. So I gave that one a 3 only because of the materials that it had been using. The wall seat I gave a 1. I personally have sat on it and it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. There's not much room for your body, but it does use the wall's back support. So I gave it that point. Environmental impact was pretty low for all of them except the lounge chair with a 6 and the wall seat with a 5. Safety, each of them had pretty good safety. I think the stool had the stool had the lowest. I figured the stool would be easier to tilt on. It does have the back support again, but it's not the safest thing in the world. Both of the rolling chair and the sofa chairs, they had um, armrests, they have back support, they have cushions. I figured those were the safest. The lounge chair, I would just put as a 5. The blue things on the chair, they do roll, so it's easy to slip off. The wall seat had a 5 as well, pretty average. There's nothing too dangerous about it. I guess it's easier to fall off on those seats, but nothing out of the ordinary. Sustainability, I had most of them at a 4 or 5, with the exception of the lounge chair at a 3. Social impacts, I had the sofa chairs at an 8 with the highest, and the lounge chair at a 4. Functionalities, I had the rolling chair as the highest with a 9. It's something that you see in offices or other places like studios like this, and I figured it had the most functionality as a seat. The stool works as a seat. It can't move. You have to move it yourself. You have to get up off of it and pick it up. So I didn't really see too much functionality with it, but it does work as a seat, so I put it as a 5. Sofa chairs as an 8, something you would see in a living room or even an office or an outdoor area like this, a public area. So I put it as an 8. The lounge chair, it is a lounge chair on the outside, but again, the blue things are kind of like they roll you off. So the functionality isn't all there as a lounging chair. So I just put it as a 5. The wall seat, it isn't the best seat, but it works as a seat. So I put it as a 7 up there with the rolling chair and the sofa chairs. For aesthetics, again, the rolling chair had a pretty high rating with a 7. The stool had a 5. Doesn't look all that great, but it does work again as a stool. So I put it as a 5. Sofa chairs is a 7. Again, it's something that you would see commonly, either in a public area or an office space. So 7 seemed like the right way to go. The lounge chair. So I think I have something against the lounge chair because it has a pretty low rating on all of them. But again, it is a lounge chair. It just doesn't look like it matches the aesthetic of it. When you see lounge chairs at the pool or whatnot, this isn't what really comes to mind, but it does work as a lounge chair. The north wall seat also got a 2. It's not really appealing. There's nothing to look at there. Functionality is great, but its inconvenience is great. If you're walking down the hall and you need somewhere to sit, it's a fast, easy place to just put your stuff down. But aesthetics, it doesn't look all too good. It's just a protruding piece outside of a wall, and there's nothing too specific or, you know, complex about it. It's just a simple black slab that is that functions as a seat. But that is my design matrix, and all of the aspects can varying from cost, comfort, environmental impact, safety, sustainability, social impact, functionality, and their aesthetics. They were all pretty easy to find, and I think they all work and function as seats. But that is all. Thank you.